Night Realm CIA had many connections. When you're one of the rare players who respects others and doesn't want to steal people's work eventually, everywhere, you will find people sympathetic to your cause. Our intelligence was an effort of many random individuals acting alone and giving us advice, info, and warnings. Historically, the greatest spy was obviously Nick Steer saving us from TCP, but during TCP era, we also had Nimari, who would talk to Proto, find out plans, and give us warnings. For example, that's how we learned of an Arstotzkan plan to declare war on Serbia around New Year 2021. In late 2020, we began making lists of known Arstotzkan vehicles and equipment just to estimate their capabilities. This was a precaution measure after their invasion of Lithuania. We had KMN who spilled a lot of Arstotzkan internal info and even briefly considered running off to America. He also told us some fucked up things about specific Arstotzkan high-ranking members, but I will not talk about it. And of course, it's all in the past. JJ fed us info on the Spetsnaz locations of Arstotzkan bases. Some Arstotzkan war tactics. Other than this, we have never in history conducted a single operation against the UASR. We had schizophrenic plans such as flying a Death Star to Moscow, using big doors and stealing Kremlin's Greek god, or using Honeyblovex to take Kremlin to America. And we did sell Big Doors technology to Proto, fully knowing Namari nerfed it, but that's it. The only two players to officially sign a formal work contract with the CIA are DQU and Fire Knight. However, unlike, for example, the KGB and Spetsnaz, which officially never ruled out the possibility of conducting operations against the West if necessary, the CIA contract specifically said that the spies should not give out any information that does not directly relate to safeguarding the security of the United States and its allies. Notably, DQU told us about e-services and also shared old Prussian war plans against Lithuania, while Fire Knight mostly provided info on what Prussia was thinking. Speaking of, we had a secret spy in Prussia. I do not want Prussians to be mad at this person, so I will not reveal their name. You guys remember when Nix snitched on Prussia? He technically did, but most of the info actually came from our other spy, and we used Nix as a scapegoat. It worked. When my Prussia mole told me that Disk and Nim were backstabbing us in Latium War, I wanted to immediately announce it. However, that would put my spy in trouble. So I DM'd Proto and lied how I'm writing a wiki and want info on the Latium War. Then Proto mentioned Disk and Nima, and I acted stupid. Official UN story is that Lucia admitted this to me, but we knew earlier, thanks to the mole. When 111 was contacting Americans to try and conduct a coup, and 111's screenshots were relayed to us, we wanted to protect the identity of the person who gave us this. So DQ made a fake screenshot in which 111's DM is seen from William Chocolate's perspective. We claimed that William ratted on 111 while William is fully unaware of this entire situation. He was used as a scapegoat and no one found out. This isn't just America, but during the Macedonia-Greece War in 2021, Marmot conducted a false flag operation by killing PJ. We all knew this, but still blamed it on the Greeks. Siberia was completely innocent. Nixter shot Siberians first. They got mad and began plotting terrorism on Kazakhstan, after which we were able to label them as the aggressors. What Prussia get wrong is that there was nothing technically illegal about this. Cool Dude had no idea, so the court case was in fact objective when it designated them as terrorists. Nixter paid me $10,000 to be his lawyer in ICC, so I had no choice but to play along. When USA and UK attacked Iceland, they did indeed commit war crimes. The soldiers were laughing in VC and trying their best to destroy JJ's ship for the sake of trolling, and the US Army was aware of this. However, we did not bomb the town itself, giving us plausible deniability, so the ICC case still went in our favor. Brazilians accused Seal of murdering them in 2022, which he did. Seal won the court case against them anyway, and he never faced consequences. I helped him. When Bulgaria was trying to get its independence, Plant basically tried to do a colored revolution in Arstotzka. He paid DQU $2,000 to vote yes in the Arstotzkan parliament. DQQ basically sold himself for a nation's equivalent of a cheeseburger. Plant acted alone and no one else in America was involved, but I knew. I had to stay quiet to prevent both instability and another Cold War. Fat secretly fought for Bulgarians in several wars. However, he acted alone and shot both Arstotzkan and American troops. Even then, he sometimes gave insight on what the Turkmen or Bulgaria is doing. Litz was the only one in AEU who was not afraid of ours and always plotted against them. He mostly held a grudge due to being humiliated in Season 1, so I can't blame him. In the court case against Hawaii, I made a fake nerd explanation trying to prove that Hawaii bombed us using the plug-in. They did bomb us, but that explanation is fully schizophrenic, so technically it's perjury. There's more, but I don't remember.